Bonsoir, bonsoir tout le monde, bon fête Creole. Nous comptons aquí nous sur EmoNews chaque moment avec nous sur Internet. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being with us. Just want to give you a taste of the Creole, as today is recognized as Creole Day here in Dominica. So everyone is dressed in Creole, everyone is eating Creole, everyone is dancing to Creole music. So it's all culture right here in Dominica today as we celebrate Creole Day. With that said, bonjour Creole, tout le monde. Let's take a look at tonight's headlines. Roseau to host Market Day with a Difference on November 1. Dominica to honor 18 individuals and one group with Meritorious Service Awards at 47th Independence Anniversary Ceremony on November 3, 2025. Vibrant Creole Dress Parade brings color and culture to the streets of Roseau. At least 19 dead in Jamaica as Hurricane Melissa devastates island. CTO appoints Tarane Azumi as new business development and marketing manager. And King Charles moves to strip Prince Andrew of royal titles and evict him from Windsor residence. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is the news broadcast for the 31st of October, 2025. Let's take a look at local news this evening. 18 individuals and one group will receive Meritorious Service Awards during the ceremony of Dominica's 47th anniversary of independence on November 3rd, 2025. The late Prime Ministers Roosevelt, Bernard Rosie Douglas, and Pierre Charles will be posthumously awarded the nation's highest honor, the Dominica Award of Honor, in recognition of their sterling contributions to national development. Receiving Dominica's second highest award, the Cicero Award of Honor, are as follows: Mr. Samuel Johnson, Chief Executive Officer of the International Airport Development Company; Reverend J. Evans Dodds, Religious Leader; Dr. Basil Fadipe, Medical Doctor. Recipients of the Meritorious Service Award include Ms. Hannah Calendron, Agriculture and Trade; Mr. Lennox Abraham, Child Welfare and Sports; Mr. Titus Francis, Community Development and Local Governance; Dr. Victor Emmanuel, Medicine; Mr. Boniface Lloyd, Religion and Agriculture; Mrs. Shirley Augustine, Nursing and Health Management; Mrs. Anita Bully, Culture and Creative Industries; Mr. Haig Thomas, Environmental Health and Community Development; Mr. Prosper Paris, Culture and Community Development; 3rd Maho Scout Troop, Youth Development and Volunteerism. The Services Medal of Honor will be presented to Mr. Elroy Pioche, Agriculture and Community Service; Mr. Abraham Brunham, Business; Ms. Cesarina Farrell, Nursing; and Mr. Irvin Williams, Public Service. The awards will be presented on Monday, November 3rd, 2025, during the Independence Day observance ceremony at the Winter Park Sports Stadium beginning at 5 p.m. Market Day with a Difference set for November 1 in Roseau as part of activities marking Dominica's 47th anniversary of independence. The Dominica Export-Import Agency, DEXIA, will host its annual Market Day with a Difference on Saturday, November 1, 2025, at the Roseau Market under the theme 47 Years of Progress and Purpose. The event begins with an opening ceremony at 8 a.m., expected to be attended by Their Excellencies Mrs. Sylvanie Burton and Mr. Burton, and Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Farmers, vendors, and fisherfolk will be recognized for their contribution to market development with awards such as Best Dressed Vendor, Best Decorated Stall, Most Outstanding Farmer, and Top Fisherfolk. The day will also feature colorful displays of local produce, a mini expo, and cultural performances by Kwan, Tricks, Veteran 7, The Patriotic Dancers, and Lobster. Dexia is encouraging all participants to wear Creole attire and decorate their stalls as the public joins in celebration, local culture, and enterprise at the Roseau Market. And finally, in local news this evening, the Creole Dress Parade was held earlier today with a lively procession through the streets of Roseau, showcasing Dominica's national dress along with other Creole variations. The event was filled with music, color, and excitement, featuring performances by Midnight Groovers, Chupul Old Mass, and DJ Rio. The parade celebrated Dominica's rich Creole heritage and cultural pride, drawing crowds who joined in the rhythm and festivities. Also in local news this evening, Chief Cultural Officer Ulson Matthew expressed his elation with the way the Creole season is unfolding. He extended heartfelt thanks to everyone for their participation and contribution to the celebrations.
Bonjour tout le monde, bonjour les Creole et bon année paras. Non moi c'est Ulson Matthew et moi c'est chef kilti à Dominique. Nous ka célébrer 47 années à des paras et moi ka 10 ans, nous jamais ouais participation comme ça. Ça ka dit nous kilti à ka vivre. Depuis nous commencer et puis journée la prier, power là qui ouvert en dépendance là. C'est festival kilti, semaine l'histoire, journée drapeau, journée héritage, T Village Creole, World Creole Music Festival, Miss Wop Duet, Madame Wop Duet, et les autres activités. Il pas ni pièce kilti ko kilti nous. Mais là il y a moun qui ka servi mou ko carnivalize. Ça ka dit nous, c'est pas tout moun qui ka comprendre ça qui kilti Dominique. Et il y a moun qui croit kilti c'est en temps à nanea. Et ça ka brûler chez moi. Nous ni pour agir ça. Division kilti a qui continue travail là nous ka fait. Mais nous yon pas ça fait. Nous ka mande tout moun fait pas on. Jodi c'est journée Creole. Et nous ka qui tout moun, ça qui gêne, ça qui pathogène, joindre nous à l'esprit célébration. Ça qui passe à parler la gage là, actuellement c'est un bon temps pour apprendre. So j'assav, journée Creole c'est comme hard national. Et nous ke ni ti musique aussi. Chupul ke là. Et pour première fois, nous ke ni Chubby and the Midnight Groovers à Lawi Wozo pour Powered Hard National. Parce que Kadas Lipso c'est kilti nous aussi. Même ko bouillon. Tout ça c'est kilti Dominique. Moi vle dire grand merci pour tout le monde qui a supporté division kiltia et c'est Dominique qui a vivre à l'autre pays qui plein croyance pour pays nous. Pas oublier, Adepadas là pas fini. Nous ni gala kilti, journée Adepadas, et journée coup de main. Mais aujourd'hui c'est journée Creole. Mettez hard national zo et nous ki we ala wiwozo. Merci.
And that's all for local news this evening. Stay tuned for regional news coming up next.
All roads lead to Marigot for the second annual Creole Cooler Fest. Dress code all white. November 3rd, 2025. It's all going down at the Last Flight Bar and Grill from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. with entertainment from Shelly and Signal Band, TK International, Juan and Little Boy, DJ Slim, DJ Pocket, King Spawn, Unstoppable Shack, DJ Flip the Ball, DJ Affy, DJ Rem, DJ Apute, DJ Drinks. The second annual Creole Cooler Fest. Wild Meat Edition. November 3rd, 2025. Last Flight Bar and Grill in Marigot comes alive. Book that date. Get your all-white outfits ready and see you there. Sponsored by Fine Foods Inc., Coca-Cola, Heineken, Wapito Water, Country Style Bakery, Afuawi Big Shop, BBS, Q95, Digicel.
And now for regional news. The government of St. Lucia will formalize new pathways for cooperation with the CAF, Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean. This engagement marks the start of a deeper partnership focused on unlocking investment and strengthening regional collaboration to advance St. Lucia's national development agenda. As part of today's mission, the following activities were undertaken to cement this new phase of cooperation. 2 concrete steps to finalize St. Lucia's incorporation as a shareholder country of CAF. Strategic discussions on key development priorities from infrastructure and tourism to renewable energy, agriculture, and social development. These initiatives represent another step toward sustainable financing, energy transition, and regional growth, advancing the government's vision of a resilient and inclusive St. Lucia. The Caribbean Tourism Organization, CTO, has appointed Marketing, Business Development and Communication Specialist Tarane Azimi as its new Business Development and Marketing Manager. With more than a decade of experience spanning the travel, aviation, spirits, luxury, lifestyle, and hospitality industries, Azimi has earned recognition for delivering impactful international campaigns, driving business growth through strategic collaborations, and elevating brand visibility across global markets. CTO Secretary General Donna Regis Prosper said the new team member brings a proven track record of innovation, leadership, and results, having led global marketing and communications strategies for world-renowned brands such as British Airways and Mount Gay Rum Distilleries. Her expertise and creative vision will be instrumental as we strengthen the CTO brand and deepen engagement with partners across the region and worldwide, Regis Prosper added. I'm excited to bring my passion and experience to this new chapter, working alongside and inspiring tourism leaders I've long admired to elevate the Caribbean's presence on the global stage and drive meaningful impact for our members and stakeholders, said Azimi, who added that she looks forward to collaborating with the entire CTO team and its valued partners. A recent FAO scoping mission conducted from August 25 to 29, 2025 assessed opportunities to introduce sustainable mechanization in St. Lucia's vegetable sector under the project Climate Smart Agriculture and Integrated Crop Management to boost vegetable production. The initiative, led by FAO mechanization expert Mr. Jelly Van Loon in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture, aims to enhance productivity, efficiency, and climate resilience. Despite good growing conditions, local vegetable production faces high costs due to land, labor, and tenure challenges. The project seeks to address these by promoting small-scale climate-smart mechanization, such as handheld and walk-behind tools to improve efficiency in land preparation, sowing, and harvesting. FAO and the ministry are also evaluating demand for mechanization hire services, designing technology packages for full value chain, and identifying training needs in safe machine operation, maintenance, and business management. Mr. Van Loon emphasized that sustainable mechanization is about building local capacity and reliable service systems. Ministry focal point Mr. Winston Elliott added the findings from the mission will guide pilot projects to test and integrate mechanization into St. Lucia's broader food system transformation. And at least 19 people have been killed in Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa tore through the island earlier this week. One of the strongest storms ever to hit the Caribbean. Officials say 30 more have died in Haiti, with rescue efforts still underway. Jamaica's information minister described entire communities flattened and scenes of devastation across the West. Much of the island remains without power or running water, and food is growing scarce. Relief convoys are struggling to reach marooned towns as roads remain blocked by fallen trees and debris. The main airport in Kingston is back in operation, but smaller regional airports closer to the worst-hit areas are still only partially open. Aid is being trucked in from the capital, with some journeys taking 8 hours or more. And that's all for regional news this evening. Stay tuned for international news after this message. And now for international news this evening. King Charles has taken the unprecedented step of beginning the process to remove Prince Andrew's royal titles and evict him from his Windsor residence, a move Buckingham Palace described as necessary censures. The decision follows renewed scrutiny over Andrew's connection to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and the recent release of a memoir by Virginia Giuffre, who accused the prince of sexually assaulting her as a teenager. Jeffrey, whom Andrew maintains he never met, died by suicide earlier this year. Under the new order, Andrew will lose his home at Royal Lodge and be known simply as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. He's expected to move to a smaller property on the King's Sandringham estate. Palace officials say the action reflects serious lapse of judgment, a firm attempt to draw a line under one of the most damaging scandals in modern royal history. The UN's human rights chief has condemned U.S. military strikes on suspected drug boats in the Caribbean and Pacific, calling them extrajudicial killings and a violation of international law. Volker Turk says over 60 people have been killed since September and is urging Washington to stop the attack immediately and launch investigations. President Donald Trump defended the strikes as necessary to curb drug trafficking, saying he has the legal authority to act in international waters. The operations, including one that killed 18 people in the Pacific this week, have sparked regional outrage, with Mexico and others demanding the U.S. respect international law and members of Congress questioning the president's authority. Israel has returned the bodies of 30 Palestinian prisoners to Gaza, with reports that some show signs of torture. The move follows Hamas's return of the bodies of 2 deceased Israeli captives yesterday. Despite claims that a ceasefire resumed 2 days ago, Israeli airstrikes and artillery continue to pound areas in Khan Yunis and northern Gaza City. Residents say they fear a return to full-scale bombardment as food and shelter grow increasingly scarce. Since the conflict began in October 2023, Israel's offensive in Gaza has killed more than 68,000 people and injured over 170,000, while 1,139 people were killed in Israel during the October 7 Hamas attacks, which also saw around 200 hostages taken. And that's all for international news this evening. Stay tuned for the sports segment after this message.
Something big is coming to Dominica. A game for the people, by the people. Are you ready to match 5?
Welcome to the sports segment. The primary school's Independence Athletics final at Benjamin Park in Portsmouth was cut short by heavy rain on Wednesday, forcing officials to cancel the remaining events, the senior boys long jump and the relays. Before the downpour, the North District had already established a commanding lead, finishing ahead in both the boys and girls categories. 2 new records were set in the senior boys high jump and 1,200 meters, and another athlete matched the junior boys long jump record. Anika Xavier from the South District earned the title of Most Outstanding Female Athlete, while Omari Caesar from the North District was named Most Outstanding Male Athlete. And now for some football news. The DFA Women's Premier League action continues this Saturday at the Geneva playing field, where Goodwill Runners FC face off against South City FC. Kick-off is at 3 p.m. Fans are encouraged to come out and show their support as both teams battle for crucial points in this weekend's matchup. Also in football this evening, the DFA Boys Under-15 League continues this Saturday at the DFA Technical Center with St. Paul Academy taking on Tarish United. Kick-off is scheduled for 2 p.m. Fans can look forward to another exciting clash in this season's youth football competition. Also in sports this evening, the West Indies defeated Bangladesh by 5 wickets in their latest T20 match. Bangladesh posted 151 with Tazid Hassan top scoring on 89 of 62 balls. Romario Shepherd led the West Indies bowling with 3 for 36. In reply, the West Indies chased the target in 16.5 overs, powered by 50s from Roston Chase and Akim August. Roston Chase was named Player of the Match, while Romario Shepherd took home Player of the Series honors. And that's all for the sports segment this evening. Stay tuned for the weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service.
Come well just for the cultural gala, yes. Time to show our cultural heritage as we face one another era of culture, yes. We go demonstrate our bouillabaisse. Dress up in our brilliant, dress up in our cassette, telling Kotokoitori. People say, oh gosh, who are we? When we say Tim Basek, that means we give full respect to our cultural heritage, regardless of color, creed, or age. Luka batabula tu boma, Luka wule tabula tu boma, Bakite musique la champenu, Luka batabula tu boma.
Good day to you and bonjour Creole. This is the weather broadcast from the main studio at Jimit for today, October 31st, 2025. We'll start off today by taking a look at the tropics, and we find Melissa in the West North Atlantic. She is no longer a tropical system and is now considered extratropical. As we come closer to the Eastern Caribbean, we find the axis of a tropical wave near around 60 degrees west, and this tropical wave has been affecting the Lesser Antilles throughout the day so far. As we move on to satellite imagery, we find this mass of clouds associated with this tropical wave affecting Dominica and the rest of the islands of the Lesser Antilles. And in the back of this tropical wave, trailing this wave, is a dust plume, which is expected to move into the area tomorrow. Apart from this, there are no systems currently in the central tropical Atlantic that we are monitoring for cyclone development, which is very good news for us here. Zooming closer to home today, we find that our skies are mostly cloudy today, and our radar imagery indicated that some areas would have received some slight to moderate showers throughout the day so far. Throughout the day, we have not seen any haze, but as I indicated, we do find this dust plume which is trailing the tropical wave, which is expected to move into the area tomorrow and linger throughout the weekend. So mostly cloudy conditions with some scattered showers, possible chance of thunderstorms are expected this afternoon and into the overnight period. And therefore, we are asking those of you in areas prone to flooding, landslides, or falling rocks to continue to exercise caution during the period. The winds are expected to pick up tonight out of the east-southeast near 35 kilometers per hour with higher gusts in some areas, particularly elevated areas. Over the next 3 days into Monday, tomorrow, Saturday, we do expect some lingering moisture trailing the tropical wave to produce mostly cloudy skies, just scattered showers, and a chance of thunderstorm activity during the morning period. We expect that some drying up of the atmosphere will occur during the afternoon as that dust plume moves into the area. Those of you with respiratory sensitivities, do take precautions during that time and throughout the weekend. By Sunday, we are into Monday. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies are anticipated with scattered showers and dust haze lingering. Temperatures expected to remain warm near around 32 degrees Celsius. However, occasionally breezy conditions are anticipated into Monday, with our winds peaking to around 35 kilometers per hour, which will modulate the temperature somewhat. Today on the East Coast, our waves are increasing, and it is expected to peak to about 8 feet by tonight, and it is expected to continue into tomorrow, Saturday, and through Sunday. So we do have a yellow alert, and a small craft advisory will be issued at 6 p.m. today. By Monday, we do expect an improvement in sea conditions, with our seas on the East Coast decreasing to 7 feet. The sun will rise tomorrow at 6:02 a.m. and will set at 5:36 p.m. The first high tide tomorrow will be at 12:32 a.m. and the first low tide at 6:59 a.m. Do remember, for updated information, you can join us in our WhatsApp channel or visit our Facebook and Instagram platforms at Dominica Met, or visit our website at weather.gov.dm. Thank you for joining us today. Do continue to enjoy the independence activities, and I'm wishing you a happy independence in advance. See you next time.
And this brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast for the 31st of October 2025. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and on behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This is EmoNews News, every moment online. Bonsoir.